I feel like I can just chill and relax with y'all. I don't have to be dressed up or have makeup on or anything. I did my nails. I got this, I'm not going to flip y'all off. I have this nice gingham print mixed with red that I am feeling right now. And I'm just chilling. And I feel like I'm amongst friends. Is that okay with you all? Can I just relax? So, you guys who have been following my content for a while, you know that I have been doing a series called Riskiest Things That Women Can Do in Relationships with Men. And I believe that this is part 7. And if you want to catch the other parts, I have all of them in a playlist so that you can check them out and get caught up. So, number 7, we are going to discuss prenuptial agreement. The riskiest thing I feel women can do in a marriage is not have a prenuptial agreement. If you're not married and you are living with your significant other, I think it's risky not to have your name on that lease or on that house if you guys have a house. Quite frankly, after all we have seen, and we're besties here, okay? You know I have your back, right? You know I'm on your side and I want you to win. After all that we have seen, I think it's one of the dumbest things a woman can do is to just haphazardly live with someone, not have their name on anything, get married, and not have any kind of plan, anything in writing to protect her if shit goes awry. And you might say, well, I don't want to be negative and wish doom on the relationship. We love each other and my partner would never do anything to hurt me. How many of us have ever thought that before and that our partner did all the things that we thought that they would never do? People change, situations change, and the person that you started with might not be the person that you end with if y'all get a divorce or a break up. And people tend to turn into complete monsters, especially when money and children or property is involved. That man that you think loves you and will catch a grenade for you, he will hire the most aggressive lawyer he can find to dig up shit on you that makes you look like a drug addict, crazy person that can't be trusted to water a plant. The same man who wrote those beautiful vows and makes you breakfast every day and takes you to dinner every weekend will be the same man who will quit his job, true story, and flee the country to avoid paying child support. There's a woman on TikTok whose husband made over $100,000 a year. He cheated on her. She found out, she divorced him. And in order to pay child support, he got himself fired at a job that he actually was in good standing with, had no prior behavioral issues. He wound up going to another country so that he would not have to pay child support, so that he could avoid paying it. So she went from, I wouldn't say wealthy, but a really comfortable life as a housewife to not knowing if she was going to be able to keep her lights on month to month. I have car insurance. I put my seatbelt on when I get in my car, not because I'm hoping for something to happen, but because if something does, I want to make sure that I'm not thwarted out of my windshield. I want to make sure that if there's damages to my car or someone else's, that I pay little to or no money out of pocket, and that situation can be rectified immediately. I live in a gated community with security that drives around and cameras everywhere, but I still lock my door. They still have the security and the cameras just in case some random person off the street who's a part of the zombie apocalypse wants to come in and eat my brain. Back to the point. I know that there are some of you who might even go as far as to say, well, I don't have any money right now. My partner doesn't have any money right now. Life changes. You might be extended an opportunity. They might be extended an opportunity. Let's just say that you guys start off, broke, you're trying to make ends meet. He gets extended an opportunity for a company. He's making all this big amount of money. You guys get divorced. And now he's claiming You're not entitled to any of it. Now what? Sure, in most states you're entitled to half of that. But you have to get a lawyer, you have to go to court, and a lot of times these cases are drawn out because these men are so stubborn and they're going to pull out all the stops to avoid doing right by you. Or let's say y'all start off broke and you get extended an opportunity. He decides to become a bum. He takes little part-time gigs or he starts working and he's basically making you hemorrhage money. You get tired of his shit. He takes you to court and wants you to pay spousal support to him. And if you don't have any kind of protections for yourself in place, you will more than likely have to pay him. And let me tell you something. Another reason I'm so protective of my comment section is because people be up in here giving legal advice and ain't got no legal training, have never even really been through the legal system in any real way. They're just taking stuff that they learned from an episode of Law and Order and spouting it off as facts. Anytime somebody comes in my comment section giving legal advice, I immediately delete that comment. Let me tell you why. The worst thing that you can possibly do is take legal advice from somebody who is not a lawyer. Then you proceed to take that advice and then you go to court thinking that you are just, doing the right thing. And that judge tell you basically you fucked up. It happens in marriage cases. It happens in child custody cases and all kinds of cases. I get it. Your grandma is on your side. She thinks your man is wrong, but she does not know anything about the legal system. Stick to an actual lawyer, not your best friend who I know has your back, not your mom, not your grandma, not your uncle, not your coworker, an actual lawyer, because things are specific to the person you're in court with, your specific situation, the particular lawyer, the lawyer's relationship to the judge, the state, the money involved, all kinds of factors come into play so that what might have, let's say they have gone through the legal system before and they might know something, but what was specific for their case is not going to necessarily fit your case. So we're not giving any legal advice here, okay? The only thing that I'm saying is to get everything in writing. And quite honestly, I would not want to be with any man who, if I say, hey, you know what, babe, I feel like, you can't predict the future. Everything is going great now, but just in case, I feel like we should put something in place so that if something does happen, I'm not saying I want it to, we can both, have clear-cut decisions made. Any man who objects to that is an automatic red flag to me. Anytime I talk about this topic, I always get women preaching to me about love this and love that, and their man would never. And I can guarantee you that most of those women will find themselves in a situation where they will eat and regret those very words. I have said this in other videos, and I'm going to say it here. I understand love and romance and stuff, but women, we gotta start thinking with our heads because these men are not fucking playing. When they turn on monster mode and they want to take you down, they don't care how beautiful you might look. They don't care what you may have done for them. They don't care that you've had their kids or that you put up with their shit or this, that, and the third. They are going to do what they have to do to protect themselves, even if it makes you look like you are the villain. Protect yourselves. Be smart.